Garga Chatterjee, there is a very, very grave charges against the Bengal Chief Minister. It's a breakdown of constitutional mechanism in Bengal. She's being accused of obstructing government servants from discharging their duty, physically taking control of evidence, which was a laptop or mobile phone. CMO officials are being accused of putting files in the backseat of the car. And the DGP, sir, stands accused of intimidating ED officials.
What we have in this present situation is a crisis of federalism in India due to extreme centralization of power and misuse of such powers. Let me tell you something. Modi has ED to harass, let's say, Mamata Banerjee or MK Stalin or Siddaramaiah or Pinarayi Vijayan. So what does Pinarayi Vijayan have in return to harass Modi? Or what does Mamata Banerjee have to harass Modi? What does Siddaramaiah have to harass Modi just before the elections? Think about it. If in 2014, when this I-PAC guy, who was that? PK, right? He was working with Modi. If Manmohan Singh had sent this CBI or some other central agency to, pre-2014 to, PK's office and gotten the files and hard drives and whatever, what would Modi be saying? Think we people live in a certain reality, and intelligence of people should not be underestimated. In Bangla there is a saying called "Kak kaker mangsho khaye na," which crow does not eat crow's meat. Okay, so today, if we go on for the last 10 years, okay, we have been hearing, okay, this Mamata Banerjee is corrupt, and then Siddaramaiah is corrupt, and then Pinarayi Vijayan is corrupt, and this MK Stalin is corrupt, his ministers are corrupt, Mamata's minister, all fine, okay. So there is a Delhi agency, central agency, which can do this poking. Now, who will basically then go after BJP ruled state ministers or chief ministers or the central government? If the
You
BJP
made that
is in
point.
power,
Let me get RP Singh to respond.
let me just finish. Give me 30 seconds. The answer is people of India have the choice to change the central government, and they will give the verdict. Why does not this apply for opposition ruled states? What is this? So do we have basically one set of rules? And we are talking about an agency which, by the way, in terms of the normal, they have a 4.6% conviction rate.
I'll get the ED expert to respond to that, but you've raised political points. I'm going to come back to you. But let me get RP Singh to respond. Why this action and why this action now? And why is this only one-sided against opposition states is the point that Garga Chatterjee makes, Mr. RP Singh. Please respond, sir.
Well, Gaurav, first let's understand what has happened on ground and what is the problem of the complete issue. I'm not talking about it's unethical, unconstitutional, undemocratic, it's unlawful. That's all is there. That's all is seen and everyone has seen what's happened. But what exactly happened? Why should he rush to I-PAC office? I-PAC office is not a government of West Bengal office, and neither is a TMC office. So, but what files she took from the I-PAC office were of West Bengal government. Now, is I-PAC an extension of West Bengal government, or is it the extension where she hides the files or she keeps the sensitive files which are related to corruption in I-PAC office? You've seen those green files which on your screen, which you are showing, carries a mark, and your channel also covered it yesterday. I was seeing on your channel also, it carried a mark of West Bengal government. So this is a big issue, that you are trying to forcibly take the files which are under scrutiny of the ED, and you are taking them out and doing unlawful activity. And Mamata Banerjee has been rebuked many times by the court on all such occasions where she has done such activities. Now, what happened in the court today? They didn't allow the court to function. Is it some constitution which is there in the country or not? But you will not allow, or is it a Gunda Raj now? That we'll decide, we'll do whatever we want to do. And all that scams which has happened under her regime, I still remember in my memory that it was stay till the time I live, that 57 crore rupees in that minister's house, and then all those was wrapped in those the papers of the ministry itself.
Fair
What
enough,
is it
but let me
happening?
quickly
Give
bring
me a
in,
second.
let
Give me
me
a second.
quickly bring in Munish.
Gaurav, another second. Another 5 seconds. Another 3 seconds. Sorry.
Okay.
Let the gentleman answer who's supporting Mamata Banerjee today. What was the West Bengal government files doing in I-PAC office? This is the biggest question today.
Fair enough. And just on a question of fact, Mr. Chatterjee, we as journalists had also covered the Central Bureau of Investigation interrogating then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi, and then, Home Minister of Gujarat, Amit Shah, in different cases. So, what happened to federalism then, or the lack of it, is just a point that you may want to ponder on. But Munish, you've been tracking this
I mean,
case
come on, man.
very
I mean,
closely.
Amit Shah was questioned in a murder case.
So,
It's a murder case. What are you
and he was
talking about?
acquitted. No, all
It
I'm
was a
telling you
murder
is,
case.
it
Come
was,
on,
and
what
he
are
was
you
acquitted.
comparing what with what? It was a
All I'm
murder
telling
case,
you is,
man.
whether it's federalism, you must know it
It
happens
was
in
a murder
on every
case.
side.
Hey,
But
Amit
Munish,
Shah
I want to
was
stay on the
accused in a
current
murder
case, on
case.
the current
It's
case,
a
on
murder
the
case. I
current
mean,
case.
you and I,
Okay,
we are all
sir, even if
afraid
you
of
say this
that.
30 times,
Listen,
it
we
doesn't
know
change
who
the
is our
point.
home
All I'm
minister.
saying is, when there was a different
You
government in
are
the center,
afraid.
it
I am
happened
afraid.
even
Even
then.
this guy is
But I
afraid.
want
Who's
to bring in
raising his
Munish. Munish,
finger?
what
He's
have your
also
ED
afraid.
sources been telling you? What are your ED sources telling you?
Well, Gaurav, the ED maintains that based on certain input, they decided to conduct searches at several premises, total 10 premises, 6 in Kolkata and 4 in National Capital, in a case which is a money laundering case linked to Anup Majhi, who is a prime accused in the coal case. Now, when the searches were being conducted at 2 premises linked to Pratik Jain, Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, reached herself. The ED alleges that Pratik Jain's phone was snatched by the Chief Minister. DGP of West Bengal was present at the spot. There were 3 ED officials, dozens of Kolkata police officials, dozens of Z security officials who were providing security to the Chief Minister, and the DGP, according to ED, forced the ED official not to record any evidence in the Panchnama, in the diary notings. The independent witnesses were harassed by the DGP and they were forced to not record any evidence in the Panchnama, and after hours, the ED officials, 3 ED officials against several Kolkata police officials, including the DGP and the Chief Minister, then only they were allowed to leave. So the process of search was incomplete as far as ED is concerned, and they have been alleging that it was the DGP and Chief Minister of West Bengal who forced, who intimidated, who threatened the ED officials not to record anything as far as the evidence or
Stay
searches
with
at
me,
the spot.
Mr.